going on, Jerome's? Never a doubt. Never a doubt that the haters and the losers are in shambles, right? As the Minnesota Vikings have a massive comeback and win Monday Night Football 27-24 over the crooked Chicago Bears. And you almost feel bad for Bears fans. Almost, right? Because they're going to ruin Caleb just like they ruined Justin Fields, just like they ruined Jay Cutler, just like they ruined every other quarterback that they want. And, Ben Johnson. Here we go. After that first drive, you're like, who the man? We the man. Who the man? I don't know why Chicago fans sound like an old Vietnamese guy. Doesn't matter. But, baby. And, what a debut for J.J. McCarthy. In front of friends and family. No one told you life was going to be this way, and it was not great. And then all of a sudden, the pick six, and I actually think the pick six was good for him because you could tell, early in the game, things were happening a little bit slower than usual. A little bit of nerves, in and out of the huddle, slow. Release, a little bit slower than usual. Kind of surprising, actually. And then all of a sudden, the pick six happens, and he's like, I can just play. And that's exactly what happened. And also, he set a record. J.J. McCarthy's first player since Cam Newton with 2+ passing touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown in his NFL debut. All 3 of those touchdowns come in the fourth quarter. It's pretty damn amazing. And the Vikings were down 17-6, 12 minutes, 15 seconds left. This is the NFC version of Bills-Ravens. Except the Bears are going to go 5-12. I don't know. But the Vikings came back and won, and the defense and Flores, they buckled down, and they deserve a ton of credit too, and it was good to go. So we got winners and losers, but first off, be a winner. Producer Allie running a fantastic sale, purplefdw.net. Link is down below, 15% off everything using promo code WEBACK. And we are indeed back in a big way. Winners. So number 1 is Jonathan James McCarthy, Esquire, MD. Yeah. So, the numbers weren't stunning, were earth-shattering. 13-20 for $143, 2 touchdowns, that pick, 98.5 quarterback rating, did have 3 sacks as well, ran in a touchdown. But just the way that they came about, right? Because if he scattered those stats over a full game, it's whatever. But the fact that everything was so bad in the first half, the offense was inert. You had the pick six in the third quarter, and you're like, okay, today's not our day. All right. And also, the Colin Cow turds of the world is just like, I told you, it's not J.J. McCarthy. They should have kept Darnold. They should have signed Rodgers. They should have drafted Shador. Shut up. Silencio, por favor. Porque es señor McCarthy es muy mal hombre. Con grande huevos. Trying to think of the Spanish word for hose. Doesn't matter. But the fact that he did all that in the fourth quarter, because let's be honest, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold probably just would have wilted after the pick six. And frankly, a lot of young quarterbacks would have. And also, I don't think I would have blamed J.J. McCarthy. Hey, it's not your day. Whatever. We'll regroup. We'll do better next time. But McCarthy got pissed. I mean, McCarthy straight up pissed. And we talked about there's something special about his mentality. He will kind of goes back to the Romans, right? When they kept losing to the Carthaginians, lost battles to Hannibal, lost ships over and over. The victor is not victorious if the defeated does not see himself so, or the vanquished does not see himself so, or something like that. Paraphrasing, I screwed it up, but you're only defeated if you accept that. And McCarthy was just like, nah, we're not losing. We ain't losing this game. That's right. Also, Eric Wilson. Hey, Mr. Wilson out there being a freaking machine, man. Had that block punt as well as, how many tackles did he have? Wilson was just out there flying around. 5 tackles, tackle for loss. He was fantastic. And plus, going to have to rely on Eric Wilson quite a bit because Blake Cashman with that hamstring probably going to be out 6-7 weeks. Stinks. But Wilson, love having him back, man. Just he was such a stabilizing force in the middle of that defense. He was great. Will the Thrill Rockard, good from 59, tied to Soldier Field record. Also on that terrible ass grass, which is fantastic. He was the offense in the first half. Miles Price, we got one. Where Miles Price looking like prime Marcus Sherrills back there, the pride John Marshall High School, Minnesota Golden Gophers walk-on. But Miles Price, the pride of Indiana, go Hoosiers. Averaging 17 yards per punt return. Also, I'll see he saved a bouncing punt, fielded it cleanly, had a return where I think it might have hit one of the return men, one of the Vikings. So absolutely fantastic there. Plus, Price is really good. We've talked about the hitting yardage in returning punts, and not all kick returns can be punt returns because it's a completely different skill set, but not letting the ball bounce and judging the trajectory, where it's going to end up, all of that hidden yardage in the game matters, and coaches certainly know it. Miles Price is fantastic. Jordan Mason, the hammer. Doom and Boom is looking really good. Actually, Law and Order is also really good too. We may go back to that, but Mason was a hammer out there. 15 carries, 68 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. A lot of that was in the second half, and you'll see that with power runners that they'll get stronger as the game goes on because those front sevens are just tired of tackling his ass. And that's what's going to be. Like a Jordan Mason game is going to be 1 yard, 2 yard, 1 yard, 2 yard, 4 yards, 7 yards, 6 yards, 10 yards, 75. That's what it's going to be. Ivan Pace Jr., a run fits disruption out there. Like he was certainly getting after things. Ty Felton looked really good as a punt gunner, and also helping. I don't know, Ryan Wright. Some of those punt coverage things, the hidden yardage matters. Aaron Jones, obviously, initially had that DPI for 42 yards, was the Vikings offense in the first half. But then 3 catches, 44 yards, and touchdowns. That teardrop, honestly, that McCarthy throw, the piss missile to Jefferson and that just rainbow teardrop to Aaron Jones was great. And I listed Aaron Jones as a wide receiver because that's basically what it was. And we had even suggested during the Addison suspension, just play Aaron Jones a wide receiver. He's the best pass-catching receiver, running back in the game. He runs routes better than most receivers out there, so why not? Yeah. Javon Hargrave, 2 sacks in his debut. That's why you paid up, man. Jonathan Allen also would have had a sack, but yeah. I think Caleb Williams has the record for almost sacks. Yeah. Grenard was out there too, even though he was being doubled and tripled, still disrupted, doing some good things. Andrew Van Ginkel, 5 tackles, 2 passes broken up, almost had the Gink 6. Went to 17-12. It was like that. It was great. Also, a couple of dogs stepped up. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins literally is a dog. Had a pass broken up. Also, he's going to block a couple field goals. Just like his length and his height. Also, he's got a long torso too. He's going to block some field goals. It's going to be great. Levi Drake Rodriguez had an early tackle for loss. Also, just consistently getting after things. Justin Jefferson had the touchdown. And, 4 for 44 and a tutty on 7 targets. You kind of wanted more, right? Because, no Kyler Gordon, no Jalen Johnson. Nashawn Wright was out there. Even though Wright had the pick 6, I mean, we know about Nashawn Wright. So, Jalen Redmond had a couple of great stuffs out there. J. Red was certainly doing things. I mean, the entire defense actually had a good game, even though they weren't necessarily getting home. And that's kind of what happens against I know Caleb's not really a running quarterback, but he's a quarterback that can run. He's not Josh Allen. He's not Lamar Jackson, but Caleb can certainly move. So I think a little bit was a mush rush to try and keep him contained as much as possible, because as you saw, like when Caleb can scramble for a first down, or when he gets out on the perimeter and just playing sort of improvisational football, that's where he really hurts you, right? Byron Murphy Jr. Murph had a really solid game. The sort of ticky-tack penalty at the end, don't care. Oh, McCarthy's getting back in the locker room. It's good to see. Also, Jalen Naylor had that 28-yard catch setup record before the half. It's good to see there. Also, Naylor's really mixing up run blocking as well. Plus, Adam Thielen, I mean, he had that drop on 3rd down. But then did catch a 2-point conversion. Welcome to the team. Theo Jackson's out there flying around making plays. Ty Chandler, great heads-up play, returning kicks late, making sure that, because we had said that no matter how deep it was, like You have to return that so that it got over the 2-minute warning, so that the Bears defense couldn't use that as an extra timeout. I know it was really good. Room for improvement. First half, can't start slow against better teams. Can't do that. And I do think that it was just a bit of a growing pain situation where McCarthy, maybe they should have played the Stars more than one drive in preseason. I mean, hindsight's 20/20. You can pick it apart all you want, but McCarthy did settle down. The pick six was just bad, right? Because they had a zero blitz called, and McCarthy just telegraphed that thing to Jefferson, and Nashawn Wright made a hell of a play, right? Hopefully his injury isn't too bad. Justice School was bad, right? Darisaw, glad that he's going to be back. Honestly, at a certain point, just put Rouse out there. Go ahead. Jay Ward. Carry on my Jay Ward son is good for at least one special team penalty per game. He is. Ryan Wright, punting was not good. Yeah, and when things were going bad, had that really terrible shank. Did have a couple nice punts later on in the game, but Oscar Chapman, how come you can't hold, man? It's good to go. Jeff Okudah. I mean, Okudah's in concussion protocol right now, but that third down he gave up, as well as the first Caleb rushing touchdown. Felt like he could have made a play there, but sort of is what it is. Soldier Field was bad. You're a multi-billion-dollar industry and you can't grow grass, but they're just like, oh, let's have 5 concerts. Can't have concerts anywhere else. Just have them at Millennium Park. Have them at the Bean. Flick it. Just Jefferson had a couple of key drops. Thielen would drop on third down. Third down offense started out 0 for 8. They ended up 3 for 11, I think. Something like that. But overall, it was a good game. It was a good game. And no emotional hangover. Got to get ready for Sunday Night Football home opener against the hot Atlanta Falcons. But I think we got one. Again, when everything was going wrong, he was just like, F you, F this. We're winning this game. And the Vikings won. And that's what matters. Glorious. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings Bears recap. Winners and losers. Actually, loser. Bears fans who fell for it again. Yeah. They win the championship every year in March. And also they win one preseason game. Cool. Anyways, that's it. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skull production value.